Next time you find yourself in a haunted house confronted by eerie voices, it might be wise to just pack up and leave. Redditor Alex_paranormal TV shared a chilling paranormal investigation on the Chills Narrator subreddit, originally posted on YouTube in February 2020. The video explores Cold Harbor House in London, a place so infamous for its intense supernatural activity that no one dares to live there. As Alex Paranormal reveals, this spine-tingling investigation delves into the dark mysteries of the Cold Harbor House, home to the elusive and menacing Shadow Man.
Why, there's been a fire on there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Why, there's been a fire on there, isn't there?
Yeah.
The investigation uncovers a surge of paranormal activity, with a particularly eerie moment occurring at 8 minutes 53 seconds. During the exploration, Alex mumbles something, only to be met with a chilling, disembodied voice that responds. Later, around 16 minutes 7 seconds, as the team sets up the spirit box, it mysteriously either shifts or topples over by itself, adding to the unsettling atmosphere of the investigation.
Well, it's falling through stuff, mate. Did you just knock that?
Alright. Oh, mate. I'm done with that.
Who are you?
Shortly after, at 16 minutes 55 seconds, an unsettlingly evil laugh echoes through the house as the team tries to communicate with the spirits.
Is this your room?
Where are you?
The sinister laughter returns at approximately 22 minutes 9 seconds. At 22 minutes 49 seconds, a chilling grunt emerges from the shadows.
You just grunt then. What was that? Was that you?
As they discuss the mysterious grunt, a loud, startling knock echoes from the adjacent door at 23 minutes 35 seconds, amplifying the suspense of the investigation. While exploring the haunted house, the team is in a hallway, just about to enter another room, when a door suddenly slams shut at 26 minutes 55 seconds, adding a jolt of fear to their investigation.
Hold on.
Is that you?
No.
During their continued exploration, the team stumbles upon an old Tonka truck in a room. When one member asks if it's a classic Tonka toy, a disembodied voice eerily replies, "Yeah," at 31 minutes 52 seconds, deepening the intrigue.
Look at that. That's an old Tonka toy, isn't it?
What is?
Throughout the video, several disembodied voices are heard, as if the house itself is whispering its dark secrets. The unsettling whispers hint at something the team can't quite grasp. What secrets was the house trying to reveal? If it were me, I'd be out of there in a heartbeat. A Block Can't Keep the Paranormal Out, published by Dark Ghost Paranormal in April 2021, uncovers the chilling reality of a true house of horrors. Russian paranormal investigator Denis ventures into an eerie residence where unsettling events defy explanation. As he explores the ominous surroundings, an unseen force seems to reveal its sinister presence. Denis retreats, closing the door behind him, but the malevolent presence remains undeterred, continuing to haunt the threshold. After confirming the area is empty, Denis resumes his investigation. Suddenly, a deafening knock echoes from just nearby, jolting him with its startling intensity. Later, the wardrobe drawers mysteriously open by themselves. To Denis's growing unease, what appears to be a crumpled newspaper is abruptly shoved out from one of the drawers. One by one, the wardrobe doors creak open. The second door begins a haunting rhythm, swinging open and shut on its own. Denis approaches, finding nothing inside, yet the door continues its relentless motion, persisting for several unnerving minutes. Later, a cacophony of unsettling noises draws Denis toward a nearby cupboard. He lifts the bag from its hook and opens it, only to find it empty. But as he places it back down on the bed, it resumes its unsettling movement. What unseen force haunts this eerie home? Whatever it is, it has clearly made its presence known. The clattering of dishes seems to echo from inside the cupboard. When Denis opens the doors, everything appears undisturbed. Yet another noise draws his attention. A bag hanging on the wall shifts mysteriously, as if something is trapped inside. Morgan Adams, a well-known YouTuber who typically doesn't delve into paranormal content, recently encountered something that led her to believe her house might be haunted. Her claims are intriguing. She reports hearing peculiar tapping and scratching noises on her walls, which could potentially be attributed to an animal. But the situation is complicated by whispers that she can't easily explain. To add to the mystery, she frequently captures a second, unexplained face in her Snapchat photos. She's given this mysterious entity the name Angie, and it appears to have formed a bond with her, as it often responds to being called by its name. Let's closely examine the evidence to determine whether Morgan's suspicions about a haunting have any merit.
Angie! Oh my god! Angie, you have a lot of new friends that would like to say hi. Oh my...
Snapchat might be confusing the shelf behind Angie for a winking face and the two objects on the wall for eyes. Angie often spends time in the corner of the house designated for overnight guests, which just happens to be the same area where her dog Oli refuses to go even when offered a treat. Oli will only venture a short distance into this area before coming to a halt. This reluctance is intriguing, especially since some dogs develop a fear of hardwood floors. However, Oli navigates the same type of flooring comfortably at 8 minutes and 52 seconds, suggesting the floor itself isn't the problem. At 9 minutes and 8 seconds, Oli hesitates, which could be a response to a verbal command from Morgan Adams, who says okay around that time. This might be a cue for Oli to sit, rather than a reaction to the environment. Carefully observe whether Oli is executing a trick or if he's simply too anxious to proceed. His behavior in this specific moment might reveal more about his reaction to the command or his discomfort with the area.
Come on. Okay, come on.
I doubt it's a hoax because even after Morgan tells Ollie to come on, he remains frozen. As Morgan reaches the end of the hall, she hears a mysterious noise and shudders. Ollie isn't the only one acting strangely. Morgan's cat also exhibits odd behavior, freezing at the door as if sensing someone on the other side. To top it off, Morgan occasionally hears unexplained knocking sounds.
Cut it out right now. Stop!
Despite there being nothing visible, the cat continues to stare intently at the wall, as if something invisible is capturing its attention.
Literally? I'm gonna freak out if you don't stop. Oh my turret orbs, literally.
An orb of light seems to dart in the direction where the cat is fixated. Plus, there's a mysterious Snapchat photo taken in the dead of night. While it could be photoshopped, I see something intriguing to the left of a shadowy figure. There's a face on the wall, and another peeking from behind the covers. It bears a striking resemblance to a face from an earlier photo taken at the mountain pass where Angie, the spirit, first followed Morgan home. And if you're curious about Angie's presence in the photo, take a look at Morgan's shoulder. Notice the dark hair, which isn't hers. Adding to the mystery, Morgan's dad recently revealed that the property was built near an old burial ground. What do you think? Could there be some truth to his claim?
Do you think our house is haunted?
Nope.
The way he pauses and glances away suggests he might have been trying to avoid alarming his daughter more than she already is. So, is all of this real or just an elaborate hoax? I'm on the fence about it, and your thoughts could help me make up my mind. Late one night, a group of friends is alarmed by the sound of a woman's urgent screams for help. Driven by a mix of fear and concern, they decide to investigate and find themselves entering a decrepit old house where the cries seem to originate. As they search through the dark and eerie rooms, they realize that one of their female friends has mysteriously vanished. Their anxiety intensifies when they spot her being dragged into an upstairs room by an invisible force. As they scramble to escape, they encounter a menacing, possessed figure blocking their way. The chilling footage captures their harrowing experiences. One by one, they fall victim to the malevolent presence. The video ends with the friends disappearing without a trace, leaving their fate a haunting mystery. Although their reactions seem genuine, it's unclear whether this footage represents a real supernatural event or is an elaborate and shocking skit. A once charming home, built in 1934, became the center of a chilling crime in 2009. The property's owner, a real estate mogul, claimed his wife had gone missing during a hike, leading to an extensive search that turned up nothing. A year later, suspicions grew when the man added a new extension to the house. This prompted the police to obtain a search warrant, and their investigation led to a horrifying discovery: the wife's body buried beneath the home. The mogul was sentenced to over 20 years in prison, leaving the once beautiful home abandoned. Dark exploration films documented this eerie story, offering viewers a haunting walkthrough of the property. The film guides you through the desolate grounds and empty interiors, culminating in the unsettling discovery of the spot where the woman was laid to rest. The haunting atmosphere and tragic history make this a truly disturbing exploration.
Let's go into the room that everybody wants to see. So this room was added in 2009. And once the police found out about this construction, they were a little skeptical.
Many in the comments expressed disbelief that anyone could live in a home where they buried their wife, wondering how the weight of such a secret wouldn't drive them to madness, like in a real-life version of the Telltale Heart. Others mentioned feeling an overwhelming sense of darkness and foreboding while watching, along with a deep sadness, convinced that the woman's spirit still lingers within those walls. When demons turn aggressive, it's time to be truly afraid. Published by Real Dad Altera in November 2021, this spine-chilling video captures a horrifying incident that will make your skin crawl. Filmed in a notoriously haunted house, Tim sets up his camera, only to be startled by a strange and eerie noise right behind him. What follows is nothing short of terrifying. As he reads aloud, the atmosphere suddenly shifts and a window pane begins to violently open and shut on its own. The lights begin to flicker wildly in both rooms, creating an eerie strobe effect. Later, with the night vision engaged, a chair suddenly flies out of another room, propelled by an unseen force. The chair doesn't seem to be thrown. Instead, it eerily rises as if lifted by invisible hands. But the most terrifying moment is still ahead. As Tim reads a ritual aloud, the chair suddenly hurtles toward him, knocking him over and forcefully seating him into it, as if something malevolent wants him to stay put. Later, a series of unsettling knocks echo up from the basement. As he descends to investigate, eerie groans fill the air, distant yet somehow surrounding him, as if the darkness itself is closing in. There's something genuinely terrifying lurking in this demon house. Are you ready to confront your deepest fears? At first glance, this house oozes an eerie, haunted aura. Published by Han Cardeza, the scene unfolds with 3 paranormal investigators engaged in a chilling ritual. They gather around a small table, its surface aglow with flickering candlelight. As they grip the table and chant their incantations, strange noises echo through the shadows, heightening the sense of otherworldly presence. Outside, a chilling sight emerges. A pale face peeks out from the window before vanishing into the darkness. Back inside, the investigators continue their chanting around the table when suddenly, a wheelchair rolls ominously into view. One of the men is visibly startled by an unexplained force and, without a word, walks away. The others, anxious and confused, follow him into the night. They discover him standing alone in the darkness when he's abruptly seized by an unseen force and dragged away. They eventually find him in a bizarre, secluded hut where they attempt to bring him back to his senses. But who or what is behind this unsettling snatching? Could it be the sinister presence of the face in the window? Moving into a new home often comes with surprises, but for YouTuber Dem7, his recent apartment discovery was far beyond the ordinary. He rented the place without viewing it, drawn by its charming appearance and low rent. Upon arrival, the reason for the bargain became clear. The apartment features ceilings so high, they evoke a 19th century monastery. MC7 takes his viewers on a tour, revealing an odd detail. Mirrors line the walls, adding to the mysterious vibe, acting that the real shocker lies just outside the bathroom. A hatch carved into the floorboards, complete with a hand. Initially, he assumed it was a simple storage space, but lifting the lid revealed something far more unsettling. Stone stairs descended into what can only be described as a dungeon. The space was larger and deeper than expected, with a corridor filled with stones, bricks, and old wiring. Directly beneath his apartment, he found a room with graffiti that read CCFC, further enhancing the eerie atmosphere. Don7 couldn't shake the feeling that this might have once been a burial ground. As he explored further, the dungeon revealed more unsettling discoveries. Rubbish, dirt, and debris piled everywhere. Among them, he unearthed a newspaper from 1984 and what appeared to be an old front door. These finds raised chilling questions. Was the apartment built over an ancient structure, or did someone once live in this hidden underground space? The dungeon, with its mysterious artifacts and ominous atmosphere, turned what was supposed to be a fresh start into a haunting mystery that lingered long after the hatch was closed. Every step down that stone staircase seemed to peel back layers of history, revealing secrets that were meant to stay buried. The thought of living above such a place is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine, transforming the excitement of a new home into a lingering unease that's hard to shake.
There's something over here. Moving around.
This was the moment when Mixed Breed Entertainment, a popular YouTuber, gasped in pure surprise. He spun around, convinced he felt the eerie presence of a ghost lurking nearby. While that alone isn't enough to prove the basement is haunted, what happens next will leave no doubt.
Try something real quick. Is there anyone here?
As soon as the request was made for the ghost to move something, the stuffed animal suddenly toppled over, sending chills down everyone's spine.
Did the teddy bear just move? What the f is that?
Then a ghostly orb appears on camera, seemingly emerging from the toy itself.
It just got really what the f?
Sure, a toy could fall, and a speck of dust might float by, easily explained away. But when the exact same thing happens again, coincidence is no longer an option. This, I believe, is something truly paranormal.
Can you move it again? Oh, shit.
After a fun day by the pool with friends, YouTuber Austin Grash decides to venture into his girlfriend's eerie basement for a bit of excitement. To their surprise, they uncover numerous hidden sections of the basement that have remained undisturbed for years.
No, and look to the right and there's a whole door over there.
Listen, that's not concrete, that's hollow.
As they navigate through a series of concealed passageways, they find themselves delving deeper underground, eventually arriving at a chilling red door. At this point, an unsettling sense creeps in. It's clear that someone else has been in this space recently. While discussing what might have happened in this eerie location, they come across a troubling sign.
I want to know why there's chains right there.
Where? I don't know why there's chains everywhere.
If these chains weren't meant to restrain someone, then what else could they possibly be for? It's the only explanation that makes sense. Eventually, one of them musters the courage to kick open the mysterious red door, revealing an empty room. Inside, there's a cell door that none of them can open, so they decide to abandon their search and return to the surface. What lies behind that door remains a mystery. Perhaps someone was holding on to the other side.
There is literally sounds coming in my basement right now, and it's freaking me out. Kids are upstairs asleep, and I'm gonna go down and check right now. This is freaky right now, because I rarely go in my basement. It's an unfinished basement.
A YouTuber named Everyday Canadian has been gripped by fear of his basement, ever since capturing an unexplainable incident on camera. The unsettling footage has left him dreading every trip down there.
Oh, what the f is that sound?
Fear grips his throat, making every step feel heavier. Yet he understands he must confront it head-on. If he remains in the doorway, the mystery of the unsettling noises will persist. Summoning all his courage, he steels himself and begins his descent into the basement, prepared to uncover whatever chilling secret lies in the shadows, no matter how unsettling it may be.
Like, I don't even want to go down there. It's f***ing dark. Hold on, guys. Let me just get my light on here quick. This is freaking me out.
He thought the unknown was scarier than going down there. He was wrong. The reality of what awaited him was far more frightening. The truth was more horrifying than his darkest fears.
I hate basements. My laundry machine just stopped. It's just me in the basement. What the f was that? What the
Sometimes, the source of a strange noise in your house can be more terrifying than you ever imagined. When you brave the descent into your basement, you might uncover paranormal activity so unsettling you wish you could erase it from both your camera and your mind. But other times, the explanation is surprisingly mundane, like a toy on a string. YouTuber David DeFranco makes a dramatic descent into his dingy, cement brick basement, driven by the curiosity that has nagged at him for 4 years. With his cat by his side, serving as an unlikely bodyguard, David notes that it's 10:49 p.m. He admits it's an unusual time for such an adventure, but is undeterred by the hour. He's long wondered about the hidden room in his basement, especially since his cat has ventured into it multiple times and encountered unsettling sights. Using his night vision camera, David moves the piece of plywood that has been blocking the entrance to the mysterious space. As he steps inside, he remarks on the creepiness of the room, calling out hello to no one in particular. The area looks like another crawl space, but it's filled with intriguing artifacts. An old bottle, newspapers from April 1st, 2001, a dripping pipe, small plastic containers, and some comics from the Philadelphia Inquirer. These items suggest that someone has been down here recently. Despite not discovering anything particularly extraordinary, David feels a sense of accomplishment. He has finally explored the hidden area that had intrigued him for so long. Even though nothing groundbreaking was found, he's relieved to have satisfied his curiosity and explored every nook before moving out.
There's someone down there! I'm literally shaking right now. I am on my own right now. Hello?
A YouTuber named Andrew Duffy is grappling with a paranormal issue in his basement that leaves him literally trembling with fear.
There's someone in here! Let your presence known! Do something now!
He trembles non-stop for the entire 10 minutes and 43 seconds of this video, a feat that would be incredibly difficult to fake. Here's a prime example of the genuine fear he's experiencing. Not every old, creepy basement is cloaked in darkness and mystery, but some definitely are, and this one is a prime example. Each descent into its depths seems to get more chilling, especially with the surge in paranormal activity. The unsettling events always kick off with a spine-tingling ghostly door slam that sets the stage for what's to come.
Who's there?
Behind the 41-second mark, the investigator receives a spine-chilling answer to his fears. A bizarre, twisted figure materializes on camera. This unnerving apparition appears to be bound in a dark cloak, with only 2 ghostly white eyes faintly visible through the shadows. Although the spectral figure is caught on video, it remains elusive and unseen in the physical realm. As the investigator's nerves get frayed by this eerie sight, he continues to probe the haunted basement. However, the unsettling presence is taking its toll, and he's rapidly approaching the point where he'll have no choice but to abandon his mission and make a hasty retreat.
Why is the ball moving?
He voices his confusion aloud as he watches a ball roll across the room on its own, almost as if a ghostly force has given it a nudge. While it's possible that a string could be at play, this doesn't explain the eerie ghostly figure captured on tape earlier. The mystery deepens, leaving him more unsettled than ever. Basements are notorious for hiding the world's darkest secrets, and this one is no exception. Published by YouTuber Mr. Viewday in February 2012, this harrowing video will leave you on edge. The brief clip begins with our protagonist cautiously making his way down into a dim, unsettling basement. Initially, it seems like an ordinary space, just some piles of old storage items and bicycles, the usual basement fare. However, as he continues to search the shadows, the atmosphere grows increasingly tense. Suddenly, as he turns, he's confronted by something so terrifying that he exclaims, "I'm never going down there again." It's no wonder, after witnessing what's captured on film, who could possibly gather the courage to explore that basement again. Scary scratching sounds from within a basement are enough to alarm anyone. While some would call for help, others would grab their phone, not to seek assistance, but to ensure whatever's down there is captured on camera. That's exactly what 2 roommates do after one hears unsettling noises coming from a hidden crawl space in their home.
It could have been anything, though.
Nah, I was scared, man. I heard noises. Fine, move this way.
If you're scary cat, dude. They could have been rats or whatever. What about if we got a whole bunch of rats?
The one who hasn't heard the eerie noises remains brave, while the one who has heard them is gripped by fear.
Are you going down there?
Hell nah.
There's a light right there, dude. You go down there while I record.
There's no way he's heading into the creepy basement crawl space after hearing those eerie sounds, so his roommate steps up, eager to investigate and prove what's lurking in the shadows.
Like, the light right there, the string. It's around here somewhere.
Open the lights, can't.
Hold up. I can't reach. Can't reach. Think I gotta step on that chair. There's a chair right here to me.
He squints into the darkness, and that's when he encounters the most terrifying sight of his life.
What? Oh shit! What's that?
At 1 minute and 27 seconds, a shadowy figure emerges from the darkness, rising to an eerie standing position as if to confront him. His scream pierces the tension, and the video ends before we know if he escapes the crawl space. Although the video is titled as capturing a ghost, I'm skeptical of the supernatural claims. While something definitely terrifying is in that crawl space, whether it's paranormal or something more sinister remains unclear.
Can't reach. Think I gotta step on that chair. There's a chair right here to me.
Why is there a chair positioned directly beneath the crawl space entrance, if not for someone to use it to climb in? This suggests a deliberate action, rather than a supernatural event. The chair hints that someone might have been using it to access the basement. It doesn't look like a ghost haunting the space. Rather, it seems more like a deeply unsettling encounter with a stranger caught on video. Given these details, the real horror appears to be a disturbing and potentially dangerous situation, rather than something paranormal. That's my take on what's really happening here. In August 2020, a chilling exploration unfolds on YouTube, with Exploring with Danny and Luke brave the stormy darkness of a desolate forest, their path illuminated only by the ominous flashes of lightning. They finally reach an abandoned railway house, a place that seems steeped in dread and mystery. Inside, the atmosphere is thick with decay. Windows are boarded up, graffiti stains the walls, and the remnants of a bygone era are scattered about. Danny recounts a grim piece of history. Over 30 people met their end on the railway line outside this very house in the 1800s. Their exploration reveals abandoned shoes on the stairs and clothes still hanging in the upstairs bedrooms. Driven by a mix of curiosity and courage, Danny challenges any lurking spirits to reveal themselves, asking for a sign or request he might soon regret. As they venture down a dimly lit hallway, they discover a door with a strong lock, part of which has been violently broken. Inside, the room appears to have been recently occupied. A wardrobe stands ominously in the corner. Just as they begin to investigate, the wardrobe is abruptly and forcefully pushed aside, exposing a ghostly figure, a woman clad in white with a pale face and dark, flowing hair. She emerges from the shadows, inching closer with a menacing presence. Panic erupts as the explorers scream and flee, their terror palpable and their flight for survival as urgent as it is desperate.
Thanks, pal. Can you be in that thunder? What's that noise? Probably rats.
Beware of where the Randonautica app might lead you. In August 2020, TikTok user Haley AIG shared a chilling experience that left her and her friends shaken. They followed the app's directions, which led them deep into a forest only to realize they weren't alone. Haley explains that the app guided them to a remote park surrounded by nothing but trees. As the camera pans around, a mysterious figure can be seen lurking behind one of the trees, its head poking out ominously. The tension builds as the group crosses a wooden bridge, only to spot a shadowy, dark-haired figure dressed in black, silently crossing their path at the end of a dirt road. As they continue to explore, the fear of being followed grows stronger, and suddenly it's clear they are not alone. The eerie encounter had TikTok users on edge. One commenter, Austin Payton, admitted, "I may or may not have fallen off my bed," while others confessed they threw their phones in terror. Haley's final decision? I deleted the Randonautica app after that, and honestly, who could blame her? With a name like Forest of the Black Cross, this place is practically destined for eerie and supernatural events. In July 2021, a crew ventured into this dark, haunted forest, capturing their experience on YouTube. Filming at night, The atmosphere was thick with suspense, and it wasn't long before they sensed something unsettling lurking in the shadows. As they navigated deeper into the forest, tension mounted until, through the dense trees, they spotted a terrifying figure that seemed to embody the very essence of the supernatural.
Tá vendo, chefe? Deus! Cadê, gente? Ele tá descendo. Ele ali, ali. Olha, meu Deus do céu, cara!
The terrifying footage reveals the face of a wild beast with glowing orange eyes, sharp, menacing features, and a ghostly gray complexion. It's a creature like no other, a horrifying blend of the unknown, neither human nor any forest animal they've ever seen. Panic grips the crew as a deep, guttural growl reverberates through the forest, sending them into a desperate sprint for safety. As they tear through the darkness, the eerie sound of howling echoes behind them.
Meu Deus! Vem, passa! Onde é que entrada, porra?
Were they truly faster than the werewolf? Or did the wolves simply find more tempting prey lurking in the shadows? Some sights have a way of lingering long after you've seen them, sticking to the backs of your eyelids and haunting your dreams. This unsettling entry might be one of those moments that keeps you awake at night. Posted by Rabbit14000, the video captures a chilling scene in a forest in India. The footage shows a vehicle driving slowly down a dirt road, with the rain drizzling and the windshield wipers working tirelessly. Suddenly, a figure draped in flowing white robes appears in the middle of the road. The figure's head is obscured, hiding its face from view. As the vehicle reverses, the figure moves in a strange and unnerving manner, stepping off the road and slowly disappearing into the shadowy forest. Some Redditors, like Vixen Ross, speculate that this could be a holy person, perhaps similar to the Sri Sardadai, who are known for wearing such robes. However, others find the eerie presence too disturbing to be just a holy figure taking a midnight stroll. Did this video make the hairs on your arms stand up? Did it give you an unsettling chill, or even make your nose run? What do you think? Could this be a human or something far more sinister lurking in the darkness? The ambiguity and eerie nature of the footage might just be enough to leave you second-guessing the reality of what you've witnessed. In October 2019, a daring cameraman ventured into the dense forests on the outskirts of Perm, only to stumble upon a series of eerie discoveries. His journey leads him to a bizarre sight, an odd structure made from plastic sheets and wooden planks. As he peels back one of the sheets, he uncovers an entrance to a mysterious underground hideout. Further into the forest, he encounters another unsettling structure, this one a makeshift shelter crafted from plastic and tarps, suspended between two trees. Suspended from a limb is a pair of jeans, and a plastic bag dangles from another. The ground around is littered with discarded trash. Peering inside, he finds someone curled up and sleeping within this makeshift refuge. Hastening away from the unsettling scene, the cameraman stumbles upon one final structure during his trek. He peers inside and realizes that someone clearly resides here as well, though it's empty at the moment. The structure is cleverly camouflaged with branches, and items are strung up on a line to dry, hinting at a small, hidden community living in the forest. As he surveys the scene, it's clear that these forest dwellers might not appreciate an unexpected visitor dropping in unannounced. Be careful venturing into this forest, rumor has it. It's crawling with brain-hungry zombies. In a chilling tale published in October 2021, a man finds himself hopelessly lost in the dense woods at night. As he wanders, an eerie sound suddenly pierces the darkness, sending shivers down his spine. He keeps moving, occasionally calling out to whatever might be lurking in the shadowy trees.
Hello? Nang? Oi! Hey,
That's when he catches a glimpse of this.
Hey!
From the dirt, a ghastly figure emerges, clearly hungry for his brains. In sheer terror, the man whirls around and dashes out of the forest, desperate to escape. At one point, he slammed to the ground, overcome by sheer terror. He looks around, whimpering in the pitch-black darkness, but sees nothing. Has the zombie abandoned the hunt, or is he on the brink of an ambush? After an eerie mission to explore an abandoned, haunted railway tunnel, Crypto Girl 13 discovered something unsettling in her footage during editing. Released in August 2013, the video follows Crypto Girl and her friend as they trek through a dense forest, battling thick mud and climbing over massive branches to reach the tunnel's ominous entrance. As they peer into the pitch-black void, the camera suddenly glitches, adding to the growing tension. Just as Crypto Girl begins recounting the legend of a monster lurking within the tunnel, the video takes a bizarre turn, hinting that something truly mysterious was captured on film.
Old story that some kind of creature, I think there's some kind of creature that...
As they near the entrance, unsettling noises echo from inside, sending shivers down their spines.
What the that?
But it wasn't until they were editing the footage that they noticed something chilling, two glowing red orbs staring back at them from the darkness. Could these be the eyes of the legendary monster? Were they closer to the cryptid than they ever imagined? Or is something else haunting this abandoned railway tunnel? Nearly a decade has passed, and this mystery remains unsolved, leaving us to wonder if the truth will ever come to light. Yet another Randonautica adventure takes a chilling turn, this time captured in a two-part TikTok series by Autumn Johnson that will leave you on edge. Autumn recounts how the app led her and her friends down a lonely dirt road deep into the forest. When they reached their destination, they were met with a strange and eerie sight, the roof of a house emerging from the ground. Curious, they took a closer look and realized they had stumbled upon something deeply sacred, a Native American spirit house. Specifically, it was an Ojibwe spirit house, where the graves of the departed are marked with stone structures and houses are built to honor their families. Offerings are made here to pay respect to those who have passed on. These traditional spirit houses are much more than just grave sites, they are sacred spaces that demand respect. Some TikTok users were quick to remind viewers of this. One user, Jack of all trades, commented, "As long as you didn't touch anything, you should be okay. But if you did, I'm so sorry for you." The unsettling discovery serves as a stark reminder: when using Randonautica, you never know where you might end up or what you might find. While many eerie sounds have been recorded, this one stands out for its sheer terror and mystery. Published by Jimmy Dillard in June 2013, the footage was intended to capture deer but instead revealed unsettling screams, grunts, and rocks hurled at the camera. Though Dillard speculated that it might be children or a homeless person causing the disturbance, the true source remains unknown, as the culprit never appeared on camera. Watching the video, you'll hear a chilling bellow echoing through the wilderness, almost like something out of a Tarzan tale. Later in the video, the ominous sound of breaking tree branches echoes through the forest. Next, one of the most chilling sounds emerges, neither quite a growl nor a bark, but something eerily human yet distinctly otherworldly. You can hear the creature moving through the leaves and branches, its presence both unsettling and mysterious. The entire video is deeply unsettling, amplified by the fact that the source of the eerie sounds remains unseen. Despite the creature's proximity, it feels like it could leap out at any moment. Having hiked and camped in Georgia for years, I've encountered nearly every local animal, but nothing compares to this. Dillard notes that elk and moose don't live in this area, raising the question: what could possibly be lurking in the shadows? A team of cryptid hunters stumbles upon an incredible find deep in North Carolina's Uwharrie National Forest. There, they discover a mysterious imprint measuring 13 inches long. Instead of a typical footprint, this strange mark appears to be a handprint with oversized knuckles on one end and a broad palm at the other.
Hey guys, I'll show you what we just found. We got us a 13-inch tracker, just a little over. We sure did. We got toe prints. We got the break in the middle, right here. Sir.
I can see where they're coming from, but I'm still unsure if this is from a cryptid or something else. The imprint looks like it could be where a rock was once placed or something similar. What's puzzling is the absence of any accompanying footprints. Despite this, I don't have a solid explanation for what could have caused this eerie mark. What do you think about this unsettling discovery in the woods?
Well guys, so far we've found what looks like to be either a handprint or knuckle prints again. And we just come across this track right here. So, that's awesome. That is awesome.